guys, and welcome back to Hilltop Farm. I'm Jay, and today I'm going to be potting on some of these seedlings that we've started off for spring planting, but of course it's not spring yet. We've got them in the greenhouse and they're desperately in need of planting on, so I'll show you what I do there. It's also an update for anyone that's working with the Cheeky Prince pumpkins, anyone who watches the Richard and Paul channel from the UK, and if you don't, I'll put a link to their channel just down below. Great couple of guys, real hoot to watch, very entertaining. But Paul sort of bred a bit of a hybrid pumpkin, I think it was last year, and he called it Cheeky Prince, and he sent out seeds, I would imagine mostly around the UK, but they ended up going worldwide, some of which has reached us down here in South Australia. Now we had a really good success rate with germination. We sent us 6 seeds, all 6 germinated, but we have actually lost one, and I'm not really sure why. Having said that, I'm wondering if it's my own fault, because maybe they've gone too long, as you can see, with needing to be potted on. The roots are gone a bit crazy and they sort of got a yellowy look, but I mean it's really only the first leaves that are sort of yellow. The stems are a bit yellow, but they seem otherwise healthy, so I'm not quite sure what that one died of, but anyway, we've still got 5. So if you're watching this, Paul, okay, these are your babies down under. Alright, now pot it on. I just take a pot and a good potting mix. As I say, these are probably, I would say, got at least another month, if not longer. Put a stone in there. Yeah, good month or so still in the greenhouse, I would think, before risk of frost is gone. So all you do is this, because of course those viewers that have been around for a while will know that I use toilet rolls to plant my seeds in, and the beauty of that, of course, is you just chuck the whole thing in and plant it. You don't have to, you know, mess about trying to get it out of the pot, particularly when it is very fragile. You don't have to bugger about with, you know, delicate roots and things. You just simply do that. There's a few stones in this potting mix. I won't get this brand again. And that's really all that's needed. I mean, obviously we've got to put a name label in it. And give it a drop of water. Yeah, but that's pretty much it really, and it can go in there to enjoy its next bout of life. Now that should come on quite a bit more in the next month, so that by the time it actually goes in the ground, it's basically ready to start climbing. I'm hoping it will climb. I think I've seen a few people on the English channels, of course, that have already had theirs in the ground for some time. Growing them on trellises, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Now, I also at the same time, because I'm getting tangled up here, I also at the same time planted out some Lebanese cucumbers. And I had an old packet of seeds that were a few years old. And I thought, well, one, I didn't know what the germination rate would be, and I thought, well, I've got to use them up anyway, so I stuck 3 per pot. And looking here, it looks like every single one of them came up. So you wouldn't believe that, would you? Absolutely incredible. So, as heartbreaking as it sounds, what I'm going to do is, I don't know if you can see that central one there seems to be the sort of strongest stem, so I'm going to nip those 2 off. Well, I'm going to use a slightly smaller pot for that one, that will go in there nicely. Put a bit of a base down. Next week sometime, I am planning on actually doing another video because I need to plant some more herbs for this summer. So I'll actually might do a video showing you again how we do the toilet roll method for planting. So those of you that are interested, hang a little plastic bag or put an extra waste paper bin or something in your toilet with the instructions to all that all used toilet rolls go in there, because you need to start saving them. Okay, so that's what I do with our Lebanese cucumber. Okay, so I will go through and obviously do the rest of those. Now, just again to do something else for you. Just trying to pick one here that I think might be suitable. Ah, well there we go, there's one. Okay, now the tomato here has done the exact same thing as the cucumbers in that I put 3 seeds in, and we actually have had all 3 come up, which is great, but it's not really ideal. So, get the strongest one, got rid of the others. Can I get that smell? That smell, do you think? Does anyone else absolutely... Oh, they don't have that smell yet. Oh, that's interesting, I didn't know that. I love the smell of tomatoes. You know, when you break off their leaves or you brush against the stems, I love that smell. Seedlings this age don't have that smell, so I've just discovered. I know I keep saying it. This potting mix really is full of rubbish. Okay, now pop it down there, as I say, so that the top of the toilet roll is just under what is going to end up being the surface. And then you slowly fill her up. On both sides. If your tomatoes are looking a bit leggy, and some of these are, it's quite alright to bury half the stem. Now, you're not pressing down the foundations of paving, so it doesn't have to be like with all your might or anything. So just gently pat it down. Make sure you leave room for it to be watered. Okay, I have to remember what this one was. It was a cherry, wasn't it? So, because each row I've got in here is a different one. I don't want to lose track. So, give it a little spot of water. Okay. And there you go. Bob's your uncle. Couldn't be simpler. So, as I say, next week sometime, look out for a video on planting our spring herbs, where I will show you how to make and use seedling pots from toilet roll, old toilet rolls. Because as I say, that's all this is just, half a toilet roll. And they're free virtually. You've got to buy the toilet paper anyway. It's environmentally friendly, no plastics, and I mean it's only because these are things that have been planted for spring. They're growing in the greenhouse. We're still not past our frost times, and so I'm not risking putting any of these directly in the ground. There's already a couple of rogue snails found their way into the greenhouse and causing a bit of havoc. I noticed a couple of holes in some of these leaves here. So yes, I'm certainly not putting them out in the garden. They're so delicate, which is why I'm planting them on to these larger pots. But with a lot of things, it's not normally something I would do. My next round of planting, say for example of the cucumbers, will probably be November, somewhere like that. And because the weather's warmer, by the time they're this size, probably before they're this size even, they go straight from that into the garden beds outside and skip this whole process altogether. And I mean that is true for most things at that time of year. So anyway, so if you want to tune in and watch that, by all means do so. Some exciting things coming up with the channel. As you know, we've had a bit of a rest from it, and a rethink, and a rethink on the farm, on what we're doing and what direction we're going. We've had a rethink as far as YouTube is concerned. So yeah, I think it's all positive. It's all positive. So bear with us. And as I say, I shall see you next week for when I show you how to make these pots. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get alerted every time we put out a video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and until next time, it's goodbye from Hilltop Farm. See ya!